Since you are in this channel, I know na gusto mong yumaman the right way. Walang shortcuts, walang scam, walang multi-level marketing. Okay, since pareho tayo ng mindset, here's my question for you. Anong savings percentage ang ideal? 5% ba? 10%? 50% kaya? Iba-iba ang advice na nakikita ko online because personal finance is 90% personal and only 10% finance. If you learn the basics, then you are ready to apply it to your own unique situation and journey. If you are not willing to sacrifice, to have some inconvenience, to delay gratification, then get out right now. This is from a motivational event I attended earlier this week. The speaker, PJ, has an e-commerce business, a wife, a newly born baby, and 2 pets. Saka nga pala, retired na siya. He did all of this, and then he turned 28 years old.
Uy, sana all!
I have started several income sources like this YouTube channel plus a variety of investments. Pero may kulang sa plano ko. Yes, I know I want to be financially free. Yes, I want to retire early. Pero wala akong personal definition ng retiring early. This video is a step-by-step guide kung paano ko gagawing reality ang retiring early using 3 numbers. Burn rate, the number, and savings rate. Kung iniisip mo ngayon, Rap, may utang pa ako, may anak pa akong papaaralin. Paano ako makakapag-retire ng maaga? Relax, lahat tayo may starting point. Ang mahalaga, alam mo kung nasan ka ngayon at saan ka pupunta. Kaya naman, let's start with the first number, burn rate. Ito ang sweldo mo. Ito naman ang gastos mo. Food, utilities, rent, insurance, personal enjoyment. Let's sum everything up and simplify. This is your burn rate. Lahat ng lumalabas na pera buwan-buwan ay nag-contribute to your burn rate. Siyempre, your burn rate will vary from month to month, and that's okay. Ang goal natin sa exercise na to is to get an estimate of your expenses. So, let's take a look at the 3 types of expenses na magpapalaki sa burn rate mo. Fixed cost. Ito yung mga bayarin na kahit anong mangyari, kailangan mong bayaran. This could be rent, or kung may hinuhulugan kang property, fixed cost pa rin yan. Parang background apps sa phone mo na laging gumagamit ng battery kahit hindi mo naman ginagamit. Next ay variable expenses. Utilities, groceries, gas, kape sa labas, food delivery. Ito naman, sa phone analogy natin, yung volume button. Pwede mong hinaan or lakasan, babaan or taasan. One-off expenses. Ito naman yung mga expenses na hindi nga monthly pero alam mong dadating sooner or later. Like change oil or dental check-up, school supplies, hindi sila emergency pero kailangan mo pa rin paghandaan. Here's why it matters. Kung alam mo ang burn rate mo, alam mo rin ang laki ng emergency fund na kailangan mo. Kung ang burn rate mo ay 40,000 pesos per month, ibig sabihin dapat may 120,000 to 240,000 pesos na liquid and ready gamitin. Here's one tip. Track your burn rate for at least 3 months. Hindi mo kailangan magbago agad ng lifestyle, okay? Observe lang muna. You cannot improve what you don't measure, so start simple. Okay, mas exciting yung next kasi gagamitin natin yung burn rate to calculate the number. The FIRE community, Financial Independence Retire Early Community, made this popular when they coined it the FIRE number. Ito yung total amount na kailangan mo para maging financially independent. Enter the multiply by 25 rule. Simple lang ang formula na to. Annual expenses multiplied by 25 equals the number or your FIRE number. I-explain ko yung 25 later kung saan galing yan. Okay, so kung ang burn rate mo ay 40,000 pesos per month, that translates to 480,000 pesos per year. Let's now multiply that by 25 and we get 12 million pesos. 12 million pesos is now your FIRE number or the number, whatever you want to call it. Sounds huge? Possibly. Pero ito ang point. Kung meron ka na niyan sa investments na kumikita ng at least 4% per year, theoretically, pwede ka na mabuhay sa kita ng investments mo without touching the principal. Okay, so let's go back to 25. Saan galing yung 25? Galing ito sa 4% rule na nagsasabing, historically, pwede mong i-withdraw ang 4% of your investment portfolio annually at hindi ka mauubusan ng pera for at least 30 years. Huwag ka muna ma-discourage kung malayo ka pa sa number mo, sa FIRE number. Isipin mo lang na parang Waze yan. Hindi ka magagalit ng 12 kilometers pa yung distance mo to your destination kasi alam mo kung gaano ka kabilis papunta at kung anong route or route ang pwede mong baguhin. The third number you need to know about retirement is your savings rate. Ito naman yung bilis mo papunta sa the number, to your number. Kung ang burn rate mo ay mababa, mas mabilis ka makakaipon at mas mataas ang savings rate mo. Think of the burn rate and the savings rate as two sides of the same coin. Bawat piso na hindi mo ginagastos ay pwede mong i-invest. Let me give you a concrete example. Kung kumikita ka ng 60,000 pesos per month or ito yung income mo at gumagastos ka ng 40,000 pesos, which is your burn rate, ang savings rate mo ay 33% or yung difference which is 20,000 pesos. Pero kung mababawasan mo ang gastos mo from 40,000 pesos to 30,000 pesos, magiging 50% ngayon yung savings rate mo. Ibig sabihin, mas mabilis kang makakarating sa number, sa iyong FIRE number. Okay, here's the awful truth or real talk muna tayo guys. After this video, 10% lang na napag-usapan natin yung maaalala nyo. Yung mga may natutunan naman, less than 1% lang ang magkakalculate ng numbers nila, yung 3 numbers na pinag-usapan natin. 99% of you guys watching, makakalimutan nyo to at manonood lang kayo ng next YouTube video. Akala ko ba gusto mong baguhin ang buhay mo? If you want to be part of the 1% who will take action and start somewhere and take the first step, I want you to do 3 things. First, track your expenses. Alamin mo yung burn rate mo. You can do this using the usual spreadsheets or pen or paper. Honestly, I don't care, I don't mind, doesn't matter. I use an app called Money Lover kasi ito yung pinaka-convenient para sa akin. Next thing, calculate your number, your FIRE number. Annual expenses times 25. Okay, sige na nga. You might not be able to calculate this right now if you have just started the first step, which is tracking your expenses. So, balikan mo na lang to after several months. Third thing is, track your savings rate naman. This should be the simplest step kasi alam mo na dapat personally kung may naiipon ka or wala. When you try to calculate your savings rate, ang suggestion ko po is to treat both your savings allocations and investment allocations towards your savings rate. So yun yung 3 numbers that you can use and I will use to plan my retirement, my early retirement. Comment a peace sign emoji kung nakarating ka sa part na to. See you on the next one. Bye!